Hi, I'm Robin, and this is my dog Milo. I started with Flying Colors, I want to say 13 years ago, with my first golden retriever named Scuba. Scuba, like any of my golden retrievers that I've had, they have lots of energy, jumping up. They love people, love everyone, but they just don't know how to meet and greet appropriately. And I just happened to mention it to a friend, and they were like, hey, there's a place called Flying Colors. And so, looked into the information there and started with their puppy class. And that's kind of how everything's gotten started. And I've used them through the years for my other two golden retrievers, Finn, who I have now, who's 3 years old, and now Milo. When we got him, he very excited, jumping up on people, love other dogs. And that became an issue because he would jump around like a jackrabbit. So that's kind of how we started with him. Some of the things that he had issues with is just his confidence. He was afraid around moving doors, sounds like motorcycles, just loud sounds, moving things. He just would get real, would shy away from them and get kind of tuck-tailed and just wasn't sure about those things. So building confidence was a big thing. I started out with the family friendly program. And with that program, I am able to be more involved in training him, which I like that. I want to start working with him one-on-one from day one. And for me, it also helps for me to learn the program. I mean, it had been like 3 years since I'd been through the program. So there were things I needed to relearn. So to be able to do the family program, work with the dog one-on-one from the get-go was excellent. So with the family-friendly program, I had some private lessons that worked one-on-one. I had a week in between each class, and I would work on the objectives that I was given, during those lessons. But at the very end, we went out in the real world environment with him, which is a huge difference between just being, in your home. There's lots of distractions, lots of things going on. So we went to a park that also had a dog park. And as I had said, he's super excited around other dogs. So we worked with healing around the other dogs to basically teach him that, no, he needs to pay attention to me instead of paying attention to the other dogs. So worked with his confidence building because Milo did not like different things. He'd jump up on a couch at home or jump into the car because he was used to those things. But if you change their environment in some way or change his environment in some way, then he wasn't inclined to get up on things that he didn't know what they were. So we basically went to the playground area, and we worked with Milo on getting up on the playground equipment, doing place on one of the, I don't know, it was like a make-believe stump. And, he didn't know what that was. And so really working with him that, it's okay that I'm asking you to get up on this object that you're not certain of or has a different surface to it, a slippery surface. So the big thing with training and things that are different from when you first start going in is you are able to do more. You are able to go out and do fun things with your dogs. You're not going to places and dealing with a dog pulling off on a leash or a dog jumping around because there's other dogs around and you're constantly frustrated and they're frustrated. So one of the biggest things is just having more fun. Milo gets to go to places that he goes into stores, he goes into, we've gone camping with him. We've gone to tailgating parties at Purdue, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, your dog, I cannot believe, is 7 months old and well trained. And that's how it's been with all my dogs, is people just find it so unbelievable at how well they behave. And they're not perfect by any means, but training makes a big difference on just your life and how comfortable going into a situation that your dog is going to be able to handle it, and you're going to be able to handle your dog. And then as far as recommending Flying Colors, definitely. This is my third time using you guys. I wouldn't be coming back if I didn't feel like the program worked. The dogs respond positively to it. They love coming to the classes. They love being able to go out and do things that you wouldn't necessarily get to do with your dog because, you know, you have a well-behaved dog that you're able to do those things. So 100% would recommend you guys.